Quit India movement, which is also called Agast Kranti. Agast Kranti. And it is also called in North India, it is Bharat Chodo movement. So, very popularly called Bharat Chodo movement, right. So, this Quit India movement of 1942 is considered as the most important Gandhian movement, and it is the last Gandhian movement. Well, so we will try to see why this Gandhian movement. We will try to see why it became necessary to launch a movement in this kind of difficult time. You all know that Second World War was going on. Why this Quit India movement? So, first we will try to see causes of this Quit India movement, causes of this Quit India movement. And whenever you consider Quit India movement, you must think of its background, then only we can understand causes of Quit India movement. Because background, why it is necessary? Because without background you will never understand that all of a sudden what happened, that Gandhiji started saying quit India, Gandhiji started saying do or die. Therefore, it is said that this Quit India movement was the outcome of simmering discontent of people in the wake of changing situation during World War II and gloomy prospect of freedom. So, therefore, whenever you should remember causes of Quit India movement, we must understand, remember the background of it. Just try to understand the background. As you all know, that there was Congress ministry which was formed after 1937 election. You must be knowing that this ministry, right, was present for around 28 months. Congress ministry, Congress ministers, but Second World War started in 1939. Without any consultation, we became the party, right. Viceroy dragged us also in that war without any consultation, and because of that this ministry resigned. In 1939, Congress ministry resigned. And when Congress ministry resigned, they demanded something. What was the demand? Demand was, we want a responsible government, we want responsible government, right. Our demand is Purna Swaraj. You are fighting a war, we are ready to help you, but give us responsible government. We proposed, we were waiting. They came with a proposal in 1940. This 1940 proposal, if you have idea, it is also called Agast offer. 1940, Linlithgow, he came out with this idea, Agast offer. right? And in this offer, they are not ready to give you anything. Again, they talked about War Advisory Council, dominion status, and therefore, there was a reaction. Their reaction was, our reaction was what we call individual satyagraha. So, in 1940, there was individual satyagraha. You can ask, why individual satyagraha? Why not proper satyagraha? Reason was, Gandhiji or Indian nationalists that time realized that they are fighting a war against fascist forces, Second World War. If we will disturb them, it would be what? It would be a message that we are supporting fascism. So, therefore, we wanted to protest, but we wanted to make it what? Disciplined protest, and therefore a compromise, and this compromise was called individual satyagraha. More than 20,000 satyagrahis, they were arrested. But, right, only result of this individual satyagraha was we created a pressure on them, and they finally, they were ready to send Cripps in 1942. So, in 1942, Cripps mission, 1942 Cripps mission. We had great expectation from Cripps mission, but Cripps mission again repeated the same word which they used in August offer of 1940. So, Cripps mission also failed to satisfy Indian nationalist, and therefore, there was a need to react. So, failure of Cripps mission played important role in providing a background of this Quit India movement. Fine. And of course, Second World War was going on, there was shortage of food and rising inflation, and British provocation and repression also provided the, you can say, the background, and result was Quit India movement. Fine. So, when you prepare Quit India movement, you must realize it that we have to consider the background part. And what is the background part? Background is failure of Cripps mission, background is rising inflation, shortage of food crisis, background is British repression, provocation, background is, right, as there was, you can say, simmering discontent. So, people were waiting for an expression, and therefore, Quit India movement. So, when you are writing why Quit India movement started, why it had, you can say, it became necessary to launch Quit India movement. So, we have to discuss these points, right. So, what would be the first point? Why Quit India movement? I told you the first major point would be failure of Cripps mission. Cripps, failure of Cripps mission. First point. Why Quit India movement? Because Cripps mission failed. Now, when you say Cripps mission failed, what exactly Cripps mission provided? So, we can add that Cripps mission, we can add that Cripps mission, right, Cripps mission use the same language, Cripps mission use the same language, right, use the same language like August offer. So, the language of Cripps mission was same as August offer of 1940. They are not ready to change failure of Cripps mission. They are not ready to change. They are right using the same language. What exactly was the language? What they suggested? What all were the proposal of Cripps mission? Number one proposal was that an Indian union with a dominion status, right, would be set up. So, can you see this? They are using the same language as August offer. They are saying an Indian union with a dominant status would be set up, right. Then the second proposal of the Cripps mission was that after the end of the war, can you see this, their strategy? After the end of the war, you wait till war is over, you can say. After the end of the war, a constituent assembly would be convened right, to frame a new constitution. Would be convened to frame a new constitution. But you have to remember, they are saying after the war, right. Then they are saying the third proposal, they are saying that the British government would accept, the British government would accept the new constitution, whatever they will frame, the new constitution, the British government would accept the new constitution subject to, see their strategy, subject to some condition. Again, see this trick, right. Then you can say they also made it very clear in the Cripps proposal that the British government right, will take care of defense of India. So, these are right some important proposal of Cripps, right. So, there was a proposal regarding the defense of India, there was a proposal regarding a constitution making body, there was a proposal regarding dominion status, right. So, these proposals and our nationalist never accepted this Cripps proposal. How can you repeat same thing? And you can always mention that Gandhi criticized this proposal. Gandhi criticized this proposal, and he said that this is a post dated check. Gandhiji said it is a post dated check on a crashing bank, post dated check. So Gandhiji rejected it, Congress rejected this proposal. Is it fine? Right? So now you know this, that the first important cause of Quit India movement, what you should write? Failure of Cripps mission. They failed to satisfy Indian nationalists. Why they failed to satisfy Indian nationalists, this Cripps mission? Because they used the same word as August offer. They talked about dominion status. They talked about a constituent assembly, but after the war. They talked about that you can say they will accept the constitution subject to some condition, right? And then they said that British, right, you can say will take care of the defense of India. So Gandhiji, Congress criticized it, and Gandhiji very famous statement that it's a post dated check on a crashing bank. Fine. So now you know why Quit India movement. So answer would be because the Cripps mission failed. Is this fine? Will you remember it? Right. Then the second cause of Quit India movement was a new realization, right? A new realization. What was this new realization? Now we came to know about their real intention. What was the real intention? Real intention is that they are, right, not ready to give you anything, and they are actually, right, trying to decide our future, right, and without considering our opinion, right. So there was a new realization, and because of this new realization, we realized that if we would be silent again, right, we have to suffer. So there would be no silence now. They were silent after 1939. They were ready to compromise after 1939. But they said, now no more silence, right. So we can add the second, the new realization. What was the new realization? We can add that now the new realization was that any further silence would be tantamount to accepting the right of the British government, right, to decide India's fate, right. So any further silence would be tantamount to accepting the right of the British government to decide India's fate without any reference to the wishes of her people. Are you getting it? So, this new realization was that any further silence would be tantamount to accepting the right of the British government to decide India's fate without any reference to the wishes of our people. So, no more silence now, we have to speak. Now, there would be no compromise, right? Why we should, right, go for individual satyagraha or negotiation? Now, we will go for what? Mass movement. Fine. So, this was the second important, you can say, cause of this Quit India movement, right. Then we can add the third important cause, right. Third important cause of this Quit India movement was what you call the popular discontent. Popular discontent, popular discontent, right. So, as I told you, why this popular discontent? Because of rising prices, because of rising prices, because of wartime shortages, because of wartime shortages. So, therefore, there was, you can say, popular discontent, and now people, they were not ready to tolerate, right. People, masses, they were not ready to tolerate, they wanted to react. So, therefore, Quit India movement done. Then the fourth important cause of this Quit India movement, right, was, right, the growing feeling of an eminent British collapse. Growing feeling of imminent British collapse. There was a fear that probably Japan would be coming and they are leaving, British evacuation is going on, right. British evacuation is going on, British evacuation from Malaya, Burma, right, and they are leaving the people of India, right, to their fate, and they would be left at the mercy of the dreaded Japanese, right. So, there was a theory of British betrayal, that they would be betraying us, right, and this kind of, you can say, fear led to what? If you have heard about some story, some people, they started withdrawing deposit from banks, some they started withdrawing deposits from post office, they started hoarding. So, that kind of fear was there. So, there was a growing feeling of British collapse, and there was a growing feeling of coming of Japanese, and therefore, you will see that, right, they wanted to react against this British rule. That reaction was Quit India movement. And finally, the fifth important point that we can highlight is that British provocation and repression. British provocation and repression also played important role, provided the immediate spark, right. As they started arresting most of the leaders, there was a reaction, there was a spark, and therefore, you will see the Quit India movement started. Fine, very simple. Why Quit India movement? Why Quit India movement? How we can say? Cripps proposal failed, right. New realization regarding the colonial rule, their intention, and we decided that no more silence. Number 3, economic difficulties, right? And then number 4, right, the British, you can say, evacuation, new kind of rumor, new kind of fear, right, and fear from Japan also, but probably Japan will come, and British provocation and repression also provided the spark, and which led to Quit India movement. I hope like you all can now write this question very properly, right?